Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for another indie comic review, and in this indie comic review I'll be covering the TMNT Untold Destiny of the Foot Clan and of course Uncanny Valley issue 3 by Tony Fleeks. I'll now get things organised for the first one that will be reviewed. So starting with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Untold Destiny of the Foot Clan. Does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which we do get to see a number of these characters make an appearance. So now it's time to move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we do end up catching up with one of the villains from this side of things. So I believe that's Bebop there. I don't really know the name of the rest of the characters, and I think this is where this story really falls short in a really big way, because right, you're showing me these characters but you're not telling me who they are. Right, you're expecting the reader to know who they are. Not every reader knows who they are. As we start to move towards the middle of the story, we get to see what's happening with some of the other characters that are making an appearance. Of course, we get to see the character of Karai, and in this issue, we do actually get a reference to one run connected to her, Karai's Path, which I think is a really good addition to this. But is it enough to sort of like make it more interesting for the reader to pick up? Maybe. And last but not least, towards the end, to which we do catch up with Karai and Casey, who are on the scene once again. So, for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the story. Surprisingly, I didn't expect a comic book reference, but the reference was added anyway. But how much will it help the overall story rating? Find out soon enough. And that was to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Karai's Path. Next is the area of time, to which none was mentioned. Locations, not really mentioned at all, or shown at where it was taking place really properly. I think it could have been better. Last but not least, we have the cast of characters. Of course, we had Casey, Karai, and Bebop, I believe it was. For the overall story rating of this, I give it a 6 out of 10. This story is really starting to drop in its quality of storytelling, and it feels like it's going to fall flat on its face when the story ends. So next up we have Uncanny Valley issue 3 by Tony Fleeks. So first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we have Oliver's mother trying to find him and find out where her grandfather has taken him. And of course we get to catch up where Oliver is with his grandfather as they are about to head to a bit of a house in the forest. Or it almost reminds me of a Looney Tunes version of Little Red Riding Hood. As we start to advance a little bit further in the story, we end up meeting a bunch of different characters, from Kung Fu Buggy to Mecha Max, Trixie Bell, and a myriad of other characters making their appearance. And last but not least, towards the end, as they try to, I guess, escape or go directly head on into the villain that they are going to overcome. So for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the story. So first things first, do we get anything time-wise in relation to the story? No, we don't. Next is the area of the locations. not really pointed out, but I think that could be better, fixed up a little bit better by the editor and also the creator of the story. Next is the cast of characters, to which we have Oliver, his mum, his grandpa. We also have Mecha Max, Trixie Belle, and Kung Fu Buggy. For the overall story rating of a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.